the main point in the EBS configurations is you have to know the process flows, and at the same time, when it comes to the business process flow in SAP, see, we have electronic bank statement, right? In the electronic bank statement, we can do electronic bank statement with IDOC, intermediate document, and EBS without IDOC. Okay, so to get the understanding of these journal entries and all, first of all, you need to learn the what do you mean by electronic bank statement. In this electronic bank statement, you will going to find a different process, right? See, first of all, I will give you the best example for see simple understanding. Okay, now you have ordered one material from the vendor. Then you have to pay that amount to the particular vendor, right? From your main bank account. You will have HDFC bank account, you will have ICICI bank accounts, you will have Access bank accounts. Like that, for every country, they will have different types of bank accounts. Okay, for every organization. See, the most important thing here is, see, whatever the configurations that we are doing right now in this situation. Okay, see, all these things are basically defined by the SAP FICO consultants. Okay, you got the point. And the next one is when it comes to the algorithms and all. Okay, algorithms are not defined by the SAP FICO consultant, and it is definitely defined by the ABAP consultant. Okay, you got the point. So this is about exact things. But when it comes to the configurations, we will going to see it now. Can you just share your screen and open the notepad, Pawan? Open the notepad. I will going to show you one thing, that is, okay, right. See, Pawan, the most important thing here is first thing, we need to understand the entries of the vendors as well as the customers, and direct debit by the banks and all. Okay, understanding of the, you can just put the side heading as electronic bank statement. In this thing, you can just give the information like understanding of the vendor statements. We can call it as the entries. Understanding of the vendor, understanding of the vendor entries. And the next one is understanding of the understanding of the understanding of the customer entries. Okay, understanding of the customer entries. These things are mandatory. And see, we have main bank accounts, right? So how these amounts are debited by the main bank accounts. Okay, third point is how these amounts are debited by the main bank accounts. How these amounts are debited by the main bank accounts. How these entries, sorry, how these amounts are debited by the main bank account. By the main bank account. Okay, you got the understanding, some little bit understanding, right? Then next, so first of all, you need to see the flow of the electronic bank statement of vendors. You need to see the flow of the electronic bank statements of the customers. Okay, these things are mandatory, right? First of all, now those entries are, yes, can you give the entry? First one, for vendors, for vendors, entries of vendors. Okay, entries for vendors. Okay, so you have purchased the raw material. So purchasing of raw material, you can just put one side heading, that is purchasing of raw material. In the purchasing of raw material, we have one entry. What is the entry here for vendors? Okay, raw material account debtor to the vendor account creditor. Okay, raw material account debtor to the vendor account creditor. See, uh, when we have purchase orders, when we have purchase orders. So that is goods receipt or invoice receipt account debtor to the vendor account creditor. Okay, we need to have two entries. One is with purchase orders, another one is without purchase order. Okay, so another thing is uh, goods receipt or invoice receipt account debtor to the vendor account creditor. Okay, at the time of vendor invoice posting, at the time of purchase orders creations, and also goods receipt and invoice receipt creations and all, we have these entries. Okay, then next, when you issue a check to the vendor, when you issue a check to the vendor, okay, what will be the ultimate thing? Suppose in your automatic payment program, so you have given the checks, right? So when you give the checks to the particular vendors and all, I mean, it has to cross the one bank, right? So then automatically bank will transfer the amount to the vendor. So when you pass the check to the vendor, yes, okay. So what is the exact entry here? Vendor account debtor to the vendor account debtor to the outgoing payments account creditor. Okay, vendor account debtor to the outgoing payments account creditor. Okay, this is the exact thing. Now the third point here is when the amount is debited, okay, from the main bank account. Second thing is when the amount is debited from the main bank account. When the amount is debited from the main bank account. Okay, what is the exact entry? So outgoing payment account debtor to the main bank account creditor. Okay, you got the point. Outgoing payment account debtor to the main bank account creditor. Okay, right. So then next step. See, these things are completely related to the vendor, right? But when it comes to the entries of customers, entries for customers, can you write down entries for customers? Can you write down entries for customers? Entries, entries for customers. Entries for customers. Okay, now we just got the point that so I mean you have purchased the raw material and all these entries are you have already seen it. But when it comes to the customer, okay, so when you receive the receipt from the customer against bill, what is the exact thing? Billing to the customer is very important, right? Okay, or else when you sell the material to the vendor, sorry, when a customer, okay, write down the point. When you sell the material to the customer, o- okay, when you sell the material to the customer, so that billing to the customer is customer account debtor to the sales account creditor, right? Okay, right. So if it is a direct deposit, okay, if it is a direct deposit, it is correct, Rasko. Then next one is when you receive the direct deposit. When you receive the direct deposit, and that should be passed by the end user, right? When you receive the direct deposit, and what is the exact entry that we have right now? Incoming, incoming, incoming payment account debtor to the customer account creditor. You got the point? Incoming payment account debtor to the customer account creditor. Now when the amount is credited to your main bank account, automatically, I mean, whatever the amount that is debiting from your account, okay, that should be debited, okay, from your account only, right? And whatever the amount is crediting to your account, okay, that should be credited to your main bank account, right? Okay. In that scenario, when the amount is credited to your main bank account, when the amount is credited to your main bank account, what is the exact scenario here? I mean, what is the exact entry that we have? Main bank account data to the customer account creditor, right? Main bank account data to the customer account creditor. You got the point? Main bank account data to the customer account creditor. Okay. Then next. So you see, the first important thing here is main thing. I mean, when you have bank charges or bank commissions or other direct expenses, okay, what will be the exact thing here? Already I have explained this bank charges for vendors as well as the customers. Okay, we have done the configurations. When we have these entries, okay, yeah, you can just write the normal entry to this. I mean, in the middle of vendors as well as the customers, right? Okay. I mean, bank charges can apply to any other person. Okay, whether it is a customer or else vendor, right? So now the point is that when bank charges, when bank charges are particularly debited from your main bank account, when bank charges are particularly debited from your main bank account, when the bank charges are particularly debited from your main bank account, what is the entry that you have? See, already I have told you about the, I mean, configurations about the vendor bank charges, configurations of the customer bank charges. Okay. So the entry here is bank charges account data to the main bank account creditor, right? Okay. Bank charges account data to the main bank account creditor. Okay, see, these things are mandatory first of all. The next one is so. I mean, see here, you need to understand the, um I mean, formats, right? We have MT940 format, BAI1 format, BAI2 formats, and all. See, right now I am working with, I'm in K Square Technologies. Okay, so which is located at Chennai, and my client is Tulsian. Okay, my client is Tulsian. See, the first important thing here is they are using the MT9 40 format. Okay, they are just using MT940 format. See, the first important thing here is some of the countries will use the BAI, BAI2 formats like this. Okay, and I mean uh, our India is following. I mean, anything you can take any banks and all. Our Indian banks will follow the MT940 formats. Okay, organizations will follow the MT940 formats. Okay, so these things are mandatory first of all. And here you can just observe these things, Pawan. See, formats. You can just write the formats. Give me 1 second, Pawan. Okay, right. No issue, Pawan. Just got a call. Right. So then next, when it comes to the formats, so formats are like MT940 format, BAI1 format, BAI2 format. Okay. See, these things are mandatory. Okay. When it comes to the clients and all. See, when it comes to the my client, so they will use the MT940 formats. Okay. Now we will going to discuss about the MT940. See, you can take any formats, Pawan. So every format is same, but when it comes to the algorithms of the those formats will be different. Okay, they will use some of the standard formats, but when it comes to the customizing formats and all, okay, automatically they will use the defined, predefined or else new defined algorithms in this format. So that is the main important thing right now. See, the first important thing here is you can just write the format as MT940 format on MT940 format. So see, the first important thing here is you need to understand about the algorithms. Okay, so see, what do you mean by this algorithm? Okay, so you can find this complete list of interpretation algorithms made available by SAP in customizing of the electronic bank statement under um global settings for electronic bank statement. Okay, see, the following, some of the interpretation algorithms are 000, 001, 011, 012, like this. Okay, see, 001 is the standard algorithm. I will going to share you the this PDF to your in this Skype chat only. Okay, you can just observe yourself with this interpretation algorithms. You will going to find out the logic. Okay, so don't share it to the any other person. Okay, see, this algorithm interprets the values in the note to payee fields, okay, of the electronic bank statement as either document number or reference document numbers. See, we have document numbers and reference document numbers, right? See, based on the document numbers and reference document numbers, we will going to find out the electronic bank statement fields of the amounts. Okay, it checks whether the values fall within the document or reference document number ranges you entered when importing the bank statement. Only if this is case, okay, does it try to find the items to be cleared in the system? Now, so if I tell you like this, you will not going to get clear understanding. So I will share the material to you. You will going to get the clear understanding of this interpretation algorithm. Okay, first, the first format about the MT940 format, Pavan. Now we have seen the entries and all. Okay, now you got the you got the raw material and you have paid the amount to the particular vendor. So when you have paid that amount to the particular vendor, automatically, suppose in the main bank account, just put those points, put one point here under this. Okay, the main account balance is the main account balance is, okay, suppose 5 lakh. The main account balance is 5 lakh rupee. The second point, amount is debited from your bank. Amount is debited. Amount is debited from your bank, and it will be credited to your vendor account. Amount is debited from your bank, and it will be credited to the vendor bank account. It will be credited to the vendor bank account. Vendor account or vendor bank account or anything. Okay, how much that is? Suppose you have bought the raw material for uh, 1,25,000 rupees. Just give 1,25,000 rupees, 1,25,000 rupees or 1,20,000 rupees, no issue. Now now so with the help of this purchase order, okay, so you make this goods as a finished goods, and you will send this finished goods to the customer, right? Automatically. So when you send this finished goods to the customer, Okay, so customer payments are expected. Okay, customer payments are to be expected first of all. So now third point is third point is when we sell the material to the customer payments are to be expected. When we sell material when we sell material to the customer payments are to be expected. Okay, payments are customer payments are to be expected. How much how much that is? Okay, you have bought the raw material for 1,25,000 rupees, and for profit, okay, yeah, we can make it this one as 1,50,000 rupees. Just give 1,50,000 rupees. 1,50,000 rupees are no. Customer payments are to be expected. To be expected. To be expected. 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 Okay. Remove the E also. Okay. So customer payments are to be expected. How much? 1,50,000 rupees. Okay. Now you have the entries. First, we need to, indicate the indicators. Okay, what are those indicators we have? When the amount is debited from your bank account, okay, what is the indication that you have? It is a debit balance, right? So that is minus. Yes, put the minus in the brackets of 1,25,000 rupees. Okay, put the brackets after the one. Yes, put the minus. Okay, then next, so you are getting the payments from the customers. So if it is a credit to you, right? So in the brackets you can just put plus. So now I can just take out the calculator, Pawan. Take out the calculator. From the 5 lakh, from the 5 lakh amount is debited. Okay, how much? That is 1,25,000 rupees. Give the 5 lakh. Give the 5 lakh minus 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 1,25,000 rupees. 1,25,000 rupees. Okay, is equal 3,75,000 rupees is the exact main bank account. Now you got the amount from the customer. How much? 1,50,000 rupees. Okay, give the 1,50,000 rupees. Okay, 1,50,000 rupees. How much it is? 5,25,000 rupees. Okay, 25,000 rupees is your profit balance. Okay, this is just for understanding only. Okay, electronic bank statement will have all these entries and all. We will going to see the execution of the electronic bank statement and the file executions and all. You no need to worry. Okay, so then next step. Yeah, go to the notepad. Notepad here. Revised fourth point is revised main bank account balance is revised main bank account balance. Revise main bank account balance. Revise revised main bank account balance is revised. Uh, Main bank account balance is how much? 5,25,000 rupees. This is how this electronic bank statement is generating, and we will going to see these things in a practical way. You no need to worry, but configuration of the electronic bank is very much tough. I mean, first of all, very much tough. And we need to generate the links and all. And the next one is if we miss one point of time, one algorithm and all, you will not going to generate the electronic bank statement. Okay. But when it comes to the testing scenarios of the electronic bank statement, we will going to see it. Okay. So there are number of test cases that we have right now. In my real time, we have test cases. So I will going to share you those information in this SAP FSCO training. But when it comes to the understanding of the EBS is very, very important. If you don't have understanding and all, you cannot even, tell those points to the client. I mean, they will going to tell you like this is our requirement. and what are the configurations that are required to complete this process and all. They will going to ask you different types of questions. Okay, so if you have the capability to answer those questions automatically, okay, you will going to implement the EBS in your SAP system. But without answering the client and all, okay, if you don't give the proper answer to the client, they will not going to accept, okay, your proposal. And this task will be done by any other consultant. Okay. Okay, just for your sake of reference, so I'm just giving you the complete understanding of this thing. So how these entries are generated, okay, based on the vendors, based on the customers, based on the GLYs also, we will going to see it. You no need to worry. So this is the formats, I mean, for BAI to BAI1. So all the process is same, but understanding of this process is very, very important, first of all. Okay, so yes, no issue. I will going to stop this recording. Okay, and we will make this configuration, okay, to be in a different parts wise. Okay, you no need to worry. So first, understanding of the electronic bank statement is important. Second one, we will going to do the configurations of this thing. Okay.